All right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about something that, honestly, is a real fear for a lot of people: losing your driver's license because of your vision. But what if there was a way to keep that independence? Well, today, we're looking at a special piece of tech called e-scoop glasses. They're designed to help you stay safely and, maybe more importantly, confidently on the road. Let's get right into it.
So let me ask you something. Is your vision kind of on the fence? Right there on that borderline where you're just constantly worried about passing your next driver's test. Man, that is such a stressful place to be. It feels like your entire independence is on the line. If you know that feeling, then you're definitely in the right place.
Okay, so what are these e-scoop glasses really? Now, these are not your everyday prescription glasses, not by a long shot. They're actually a super specialized tool designed to give your vision the exact boost it needs. So how do they work? So the best way to think about an e-scoop lens is like a high-definition upgrade for your eyesight. But here's the key thing. It's not just about making things bigger, like you'd get with a telescope or something. Nope. What it does is way more subtle. It enhances the whole image, making everything sharper, clearer, kind of like when you adjust the contrast on your TV and the picture just pops. That's the idea here.
What's so cool about these glasses is how these 5 different features all work together. It's like a team. First, you've got this special yellow tint. That's a huge deal for cutting down on that awful glare from headlights or the sun. Then there's a custom base curve. That's just a fancy way of saying the lens is curved specifically for your eye. And that works together with the lens thickness and a little bit of magnification to make everything seem just a tad larger. But that built-in prism, oh, that's where the real magic is. We'll get to that in a second.
And here's why this all matters so much. For people with conditions like macular degeneration, where your central vision starts to get compromised, this combination of features can be, well, it can be everything. It might seem like a small boost, but it's that critical little improvement that can be the difference between failing and passing. It can literally push your vision just over the line to meet that legal standard for driving.
All right, let's talk about how these actually improve driving, because really, seeing is believing.
This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got that frustrating and, let's be honest, sometimes terrifying reality of driving with low vision. That blinding glare, road signs that are just a blur, and shapes in the dark you can't quite make out. But now, look at the right side. With e-scoops, it's a totally different world. The glare, it's knocked way down. Those signs, suddenly they're crisp. And the most important thing of all, people, pedestrians, they're clearly visible. We're talking about the difference between just hoping you're safe and knowing you're safe.
Okay, remember that prism I mentioned earlier? So for someone with a condition like macular degeneration, you have parts of your retina that are, well, they're damaged. What the prism does is pretty ingenious. It subtly bends the light, kind of like a little traffic director for your eyeball. It shifts the image away from those damaged spots and redirects it onto the healthier parts of the retina that are still working great. So you're essentially using the best parts of your vision to their full potential. And this quote right here just nails it. This isn't just about checking a box to meet some legal standard. It's so much more than that. It's about getting back your confidence, being able to get in the car and drive without that constant, nagging fear in the back of your head, that anxiety of not trusting what your own eyes are telling you. Man, it's exhausting. And that's exactly the burden this technology is trying to lift.
And hey, the benefits don't just stop when you turn off the ignition. This newfound clarity can actually make a huge difference in all sorts of other parts of your daily life. I mean, just think about it. Being able to actually recognize a friend's face and see their smile from all the way across a room, or walking into a grocery store and being able to read the signs and find what you need without having to squint and strain. Even simple stuff, like kicking back and watching a movie without your eyes getting tired, those things become easy again. And the best part? They're designed to look just like regular glasses, so you can wear them all day, every day, and feel totally comfortable.
So if you're thinking this sounds pretty good, you're probably wondering, okay, how do I get these? Well, let's talk about what to expect. This isn't something you just grab off a shelf. It's a really tailored, professional process. Let's walk through it.
Your path to clearer vision is really a team effort with your optometrist. It all starts with a deep dive consultation where a low vision specialist gets to know you and your specific needs. Then your lenses are custom made just for you. But here's my favorite part, the trial phase. You actually get to take them out for a spin, test them in the real world. You'll be looking at street signs, things in the distance. You get to see that improvement with your own 2 eyes. And honestly, most people get used to the new view almost right away.
And really, that's what this is all about. It comes down to these three huge things: improving your safety, protecting your independence, and rebuilding that confidence that only comes from being able to see your world clearly again.
So, the big question is, could e-scoop glasses be the right choice for you? You know, if you're feeling like you're on that borderline, the most important thing to know is that there are options. There is hope. The very next step is just a conversation. Talk to a low vision specialist. They can help you figure out if this is the path for you, a path to clearer and much more confident vision.
So let's give you an example of how it works. So you can see over here, the e-scoop glass is over here, and we can see that there's a tint, but there is quite a thick lens that is with the e-scoop. Now this thick lens will magnify the image as well. So it's very, very useful. We also have the ability with the e-scoop to incorporate a prism. Now in this example, we have a 4 base up prism, which moves the image up by 4 prism diopters. This can be quite beneficial to patients who have scarring in the center of their macula, and we can move the image off the scar on the retina to another part of the retina where it's not having the scar tissue on. So for e-scoop is a good opportunity for patients who want to be able to see clearer for driving. Let me give you an example. I've had a patient who came in to see me. They were borderline driving standard. Driving standard in Alberta is 20/50 for distance. They were seeing 20/60. They were borderline. When we fitted them with the e-scoop glasses for driving, we were able to improve their vision by 2 lines. As a result of that, they were able to meet the driving standard. And that is such an important thing, because we know from the research that if we can maintain your driving license and your quality of life, there's improvements with your independence, mental health, quality of life, just by keeping your driving license. So it's really important to talk to some of the patients about some of these glasses, because it can really help when they are struggling to drive and give them the ability to meet the driving standard. My name is Dr. Sal Jivraj, and I am a low vision and a neuro-optometrist based in Calgary, Alberta. I'm excited to talk to you today about low vision and some options we have for patients who would like to see better for distance, intermediate, and at reading. At our practice, we have a lot of the advanced low vision options, such as bioptics for distance and reading. We have the side awareness glasses. We also have the e-scoop glasses, which can be very beneficial for patients who are looking to drive. So I'd be happy to see you at our locations in Calgary. Again, I'm Dr. Sal Jivraj, a low vision and a neuro-optometrist, and I look forward to hearing from you if you would like to get help with your low vision. Thank you and have a good day.